This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today I am on a mission. Miniverse came out with a new collection called Make It Mini Spa, where you can make all sorts of miniature DIY bath and body goodies. And one of them is soap making. So I went and bought 7 of them, and hopefully one of them is the soap one. I am actually going to make all of these no matter what, but I hope I get the soap one, and there are 12 different things that I could be crafting. So let's open them up. Mini ball number 1. Is that what these are called? Like mini spheres, mini orbs? What are they? I don't know. Ah, look how cute. I'm actually so glad that they came up with one for spa stuff. I think it's the perfect way to get kids and young people into crafting handmade bath and body products. Why not make it miniature? It's fun. Okay, what's in it? Ooh, okay, lots of instructions. Okay, I think the one we got is the sandalwood sugar scrub. That is the cutest thing I have literally ever seen. Look how tiny it is. Okay, because we know what this is, let's unbox the other ones. Sandalwood sugar scrub, got it. Let's unbox number 2. All right, number 2, what you got? Look, body oil. Oh no, it's another brown sugar scrub. Number 3. Opens them all. They're all brown sugar scrubs. Whoa, look at the ingredient disclosure that they have to put on this for all the potential things that could be inside. Are y'all seeing that type font? That can't be more than like maybe 5. That's crazy. What you got, number 3? I see different things in here this time, maybe. Ooh, lavender soap. We finally got a soap making one. Okay, let's explore this a little bit more. Now that we got a soap one. A little loofah. It's so tiny. I think these are our little mixing spoons. Yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at the little mold. It's so tiny. Look, okay, here's the size of my thumb for reference. It's so tiny. Okay, I'm not gonna look at it anymore. We're gonna pack that one up and put it off to the side and unbox number 4. I really, really want the loaf mold. I'm glad that I have at least one soap making one, but I want the loaf mold. Ingredient disclosure fan. All right, number 4, what you got? Number 1. I think we got it. I think we got it. Hold on, I think we got it. Okay, hold on. Is this the mold? I think it is. Oh my gosh. Look, it says Superstar on it. Stop. This is the cute. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Dies from cuteness overload. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay, and now that we have this one, I'm gonna unbox the other ones to see which other kits we have. But because I got the soap loaf, I think we should make all the Make It Minis, and then I should make the tiniest batch of cold processed soap that has probably literally ever been made. Because I literally have a mold I can use for it now. In the 5th capsule, I got another soap making mini kit, and this time with little cacti. I really feel like I won the lottery getting so many different types of soapy kits. I'm opening up number 6 now, and I'm actually not sure how many different soap kits there are, so we should look at one of the little catalogs they give you. Sometimes it is the tiniest things that bring the most joy. And while for this video I have been knee-deep in all things miniature, I'm working on something a little bit bigger. And thanks to Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video, I am designing a premium website for all of you soap makers and hopefully soap learners to have easy access to all of my tutorials, recipes, etc. I'm using the passwords and page lock feature while I'm still organizing tutorials and planning out future content. And of course, I can't resist adding an image gallery. I literally have thousands of pictures of the tops of cold process soap, but whether I'm showing off finished projects or posting a step-by-step guide, Squarespace makes it super easy to build little grids or slideshows. Kind of like a digital scrapbook, but like prettier and more scrollable. I already had my domain through a third-party site, but connecting it to Squarespace was seamless. No coding, no stress, just royalcreativeacademy.com now on my dream website. So whether you're building a website for your crafts, your collection of teeny tiny miniatures that you want to share, or even something a little bit bigger, head to squarespace.com/royaltysoaps to start your free trial. And use code royaltysoaps for 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. That's squarespace.com/royaltysoaps, and don't forget to use the code royaltysoaps at checkout. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and back to crafting little tiny things. Here are the 12 different types of Make It Mini spa kits you can get. I have the lemon lavender, we have 2 of the brown sugar, we have the little geode, and we also have the cacti. So there's actually quite a few little soapy kits that you can get with these. Secretly hoping for this pink and blue one or one of the bath bombs in the next 2. What you got for me, number 6? What is it? What is it? Bath bombs! We got a bath bomb. Oh my gosh, the variety is actually so good. Okay, is it too much to hope for that this last one has the pink and blue soap in it? Probably, but we keep our hopes up. I'd be perfectly happy with a bath bomb too, I'm just saying. Also just pointing out that this is Make It Mini Series 1, which does imply that there may be more series, and if there are, I want on that PR list. Hello, I am literally the perfect creator. MGA, get in touch with me because I will do a full-blown review for you. Last one, what could it be? Oh wait, I kind of got a whiff of fragrance when I pulled that off. What is it? Oh, wait, it's another sugar scrub, but it's the favorite one. Okay, listen, I have to say, I purchased 7 of these and I only had 2 that ended up being the same, which I feel is really, really good. I think we should save the soap loaf for last and whet our appetite with the sugar scrubs. If you've never done a Make It Mini, they do have little how-to videos online, which is very helpful. I mean, these are literally made for children, so you're not gonna struggle with the instructions here. They make it very easy to follow. I just love the way this looks. Like, this is so cute. All right, let's open everything up. The packaging for this, look at the little scrub-a-dub-dub. Okay, so we've got our mixing bowl and our loofah, have our mixing spoon, and some little pedestals and a scoop. Oh my gosh, look, this is like the thing that goes across a bathtub. Can you open it? A little bit. Feels like it. Let me give it a go. Oh, there you go. I bet they have a little mini bathtub this is supposed to go on. And look, it's resizable, so you could like put it in a little dollhouse or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, what else is in here? We have the body oil. Give me a break. This is, why is it packaged so well? Oh, did they have the ingredients on this teeny tiny bottle? Okay, so they have some information about what this is on the back, but not the ingredients. I think you have to get the ingredients on the side. Oh my gosh. This is the jar to put the sugar scrub in. Oh my gosh. A little tray. Here's our other little jar and the rest of our ingredients. So we have our sugar bag that is rolled over on the top, which is incredible. And then we have grapefruit. Now it says essential scents, which I do believe is a nice way of getting around the fact that it's fragrance oil, not essential oil. Okay, I pulled one of the little ingredient labels off so that I could take a peek at what is in our body oil and what is in the fragrance. fragrance. Okay, looks like we have some jojoba oil in there, some preservatives, and then yes, the body scrub scent is synthetic and also contains a little bit of jojoba oil. There's PEG 12 dimethicone, propylene glycol, disodium EDTA. There's some thickeners in here. So have I seen cleaner ingredient lists? Of course. I don't actually think the point of this is like to be crafting something of the highest quality with organic essential oils and blah, blah, blah. It is a child's craft kit, I am aware. So let's mix up our first little sugar scrub. Let's get everything out of the way. We'll make it a nice clean slate. Here's my little bowl and my little spoon. Pour in my sugar. Get every little bit out of there. Open up my body oil here. Pour that in. Glub, glub, glub. Open up my grapefruit oil and pour that in. Yeah, you could see by how thick that was. It definitely isn't straight fragrance. There's other things in there. And I don't think there's any color for this one, so we're just gonna mix, mix, mix. Wait, why does that smell amazing? Normally with craft kits, fragrance is one of the #1 things I feel they kind of skimp on. You always get a really weird smell like a rose scent or a really bad lavender, but this actually smells kind of good. Also, you guys, how do you mess up a child's kit? I didn't see that I'm only supposed to put 10 spoonfuls. I just dumped the whole in there. Looks like I could have done as much fragrance as I wanted, but literally only supposed to put 10 scoops of oil, and now it's super runny. Oh well, at least we have another one, right? Let's fill up our little containers. These are held together with what feels like little silicone bands, which actually makes them super easy to open. Just gonna pour in what I can because it's, like I said, super runny. Stop it, that is so cute. Just put the little lid on. Oh, I overfilled that one a little. It's a little crispy. It's okay, ignore it. Oh, I see. And this is supposed to be like the bathtub. See, it has a little place for you to put your little feet on, and then you can put this across the top. Okay, I'm gonna pop these out. Let's make us our little bathtub here. I actually feel like I need to have a story. Like, what is going on here? Is there like a little fairy, a little person that's gonna come take a bath, and we're like setting up a spa experience for them? What is their name? Okay, we've made our bathtub. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's set it up. We gotta extend everything here. Okay, I extended it. Stop. Put our little scrubbies on. Put our little scoopy and our loofah. This is the greatest thing I've ever made. Okay, it's adorable. I do feel like I have to make the other sugar scrub now though, so that I can show y'all that I do know how to read instructions. Oh, not the terrazzo tray. Oh, I'm sorry. I think the mini bathroom is fancier than mine. All right, Katie, let's show everyone that we know how to read instructions. Get our little sugar in there. And now we measure. Dude, I literally should have put like 20 drops in here instead of the whole thing. 3, 4. Okay, if we need more than that, I will add more, but we're gonna start there. I'm feeling much better about this one. The sugar mixture for this is a little bit clumpy, which is so funny because I know it's supposed to look like, you know, brown sugar, and it mimics brown sugar. I'm sure there is some brown sugar in there, but there's some filler ingredients as well. Gotta add all that fragrance oil. I'm sorry, my bad. Sandalwood, not brown sugar, but it looks like a brown sugar scrub. Come on. Does it smell like sandalwood? Yeah, I can see that. It doesn't smell super strong like a real sandalwood would. It kind of smells a little bit like a sweet smell with sandalwood. Okay, this is much better. I actually think this would be decently exfoliating on your skin too, which is double cool. I've mixed everything up. I think it's time we put it in the jars. Let's fill this up. Go on, get in there. You know you want to. Unlike other craft kits I have tried, Make It Mini Foods actually gives you extra. They give you more than you need, so you can fill things to the very tippy top. Just gonna go ahead and shut the lids here. Seal in all the goodness. And let's set up the bathtub. Oh! It's fine, nobody saw that. Tell you what, let's put it in here first, then put it on like that. There we go. See, I can follow instructions. Now let's try them and see if we think the scrubs are any good. First, we'll test the one I made too runny. It literally looks like bath soap. Oh yeah, all the grit completely gone. Just feels slimy. Oh, is that a little bit of bubble? No. Okay. Okay, that barely qualifies as sugar scrub. Let's use the other one. That's much better. A lot more grit there. Okay, but this feels really nice. I actually like it. My hands were kind of dry anyway, so why is this good? What are the ingredients again? Rinse it off. I think it worked. Make It Mini Spa isn't just for show. Apparently, there is some real cosmetic benefit to these things. Scrubs are done. Let's make bath bombs. Just gonna open these up. Cute. Cool. Look at the mixing paddle for this one. That's because you gotta mix up bath bombs real good. Got our fizzy powder. I beg your pardon. The bath bomb molds. You tell me that's not the cutest thing ever. Like, why does it look so realistic? This is actually what real bath bomb molds look like. Is this just a regular old press system? I guess so. You just put the two ends together and call it awesome. Okay, well that is flipping amazing. Some bath bomb powder. And I think this is the tray to hold the bath bombs. It is, oh my gosh, it's like a crate to display it. You know, like at Lush or one of those, you know, bigger distributors that have like all the little trays of bath bombs. Stop! Ooh, and it's eucalyptus scented. Okay, for this one, it says to put 16 to 19 drops in here. I really don't know how that's possible though. Oh wait, I think they mean 16 to 19 drops of water. Okay, they're saying this comes with a little water pipette, but I'm not seeing that in my kit. I got my own pipette and my own water, but the thing is, I don't know if mine is much bigger than the one they included. I'm assuming it is. So these drops might be too big and it may not set. So let's hope for the best. Water is in, some of the fragrance is in, bath bomb powder goes in first. We're gonna mix that up. That is such a cool color. Okay, in goes the fizzy powder, and it will probably start fizzing because it's touching water. Ooh, it smells kind of good too. Gonna mix it all up and make sure there are no clumps. They were very specific about that. Yeah, this little paddle stirrer is a really good idea for these. You can probably get away with the spoon for the other projects, but this one, it's good to have something a little more sturdy. The eucalyptus legitimately smells pretty good. Okay, now for the tricky part, at least what is always tricky for me when I'm making big bath bombs. And that is the molding. So we have to fill this up with all of our mixture here. This is very messy business. Okay, now for the moment of truth. We have to press this on top and condense it down as far as possible. That actually looks really good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we have to let them sit for an hour. Oh no, I think there was too much water because it's expanding and pushing the top out. That's okay. We'll let it sit for an hour just like the instructions say. But for the next round, I may put less water because it's clearly expanding. Let's do our two little soap kits together. Gonna take all of our little ingredients out. Let's open up the silicone. Oh, that feels so cool. It's so weird to see it so mini. And of course, the cactus mold. So cute. Here's our soap dish and the soap. Wow, why do the soap dishes look legitimately so good though? Okay, the cacti soap smells like sandalwood. Pretty sure that's the same sandalwood as before. It's not awesome, but it is better than some of the other ones I've smelled. And then the purple one is lavender. Okay, so they went with the lavender. It's fine. Maybe it'll smell great. Okay, that's pretty mid. It's pretty mid, but it doesn't smell bad. What I want to know is how are they melting down this little teeny tiny bit of soap? I feel like that's too much to go into the microwave. Wait, it's just moldable soap? I thought this was gonna be melt and pour. Okay, so admittedly, molding soap is not really a good soap making experience. That's not really how you do it hot process, cold process, rebatch, melt and pour. That all gives you a firmer grasp of soap making, but mixing powder with essential oil and pressing it in, wait a second, I just poured this into the bathtub. You're supposed to go in this bowl instead. Okay, so pour that in, mix it up, and then we have to let it sit for a second. It's supposed to become very like gooey, almost like a clay. Okay, so I'm supposed to kind of mix it up like this and then squish it together. Oh, that feels weird. Oh, this feels wrong. I shouldn't be able to squish soap like this. I know, people use soap dough and stuff. There are soaps that you can squish like this, but for some reason, just seeing it mixed with powder and fragrance makes me go, I shouldn't be able to do this. Okay, after I mix this up, we gotta wait 5 minutes, put it in the bowl, mix up the other. A little green, a little green, all the fragrance, mix, mix, mix. Let's have a real talk together. Who is picking the fragrances for these kids' kits? I'm not gonna let it go. I'm really not. Vanilla, strawberry, coconut, lemon, tangerine, pineapple. I can think of like 9 other fragrances kids would rather smell. Maybe they're trying to stay on theme because lavender, eucalyptus, and sandalwood are very like spa-like scents, but I find it convenient because other kids' craft kits that I've tried also use those same fragrances, and that isn't the branding. They aren't making spa kits, they're just making soap kits. I feel like there must be a discount on like certain fragrances. Like, oh yeah, we make a ton of these, you know, like y'all can buy them at a discount. I don't know. I feel like there's something there because kids would rather make things that smell like food and fruit. You know, even a bubblegum soap. I feel like that makes more sense for like a kid's craft kit. MGM is getting a pass though because they specifically said this is supposed to be spa inspired. So they're getting a pass, but other people have something to answer for. All right, got my next ball of soap all mixed up. So let's press this first one into the molds. Gonna try to get a nice flat edge so that it molds really pretty. Oops, there's a little bit of green still on my hands. After I put this in, I have to put it in the refrigerator. Apparently that's gonna help everything harden. Just gonna scoop off any little bit extra, which is honestly working better than I thought it was going to. It's coming right off. Okay, let's go put it in the fridge. Trays of soap in the fridge. It is time for the magnum opus, the soap loaf. Let's open it up. We have, 2 different bowls. Probably because it's 2 different colors. Those are mighty deductions I'm making. Mighty powerful deductions. Got to remove our little mini mold. I'm never gonna get over that. It's the cutest thing ever. And I don't know if you could tell, but it doubles as a soap cutter. Excuse me. 2 lavender fragrances, 1 yellow soap powder, and 1 purple soap powder. Oh, wait, look at the little soap cutter. It looks so much like the real thing. That is awesome. So happy that soap making is getting the recognition it deserves in children's products. You know what? These would actually be awesome to display in the background of my YouTube videos. They're so on brand. Here's our tray to put our soap on. Pour our purple and our yellow powders in. I really wish this was melt and pour. That feels like such an obvious win. Pour in the lavender and the yellow one. We didn't want to do lemon for that? Okay. Lemon feels like a good choice. What I love about this particular mini foods is that I get to squish these all together. Kind of create a marbled look, you know? Okay, we have our 2 soapy mixtures, so let's mix them together so that we can get a nice marble pattern. They didn't really tell you how they did that. They just kind of show like someone mixing something around. So I'm gonna stack it and then kind of tear it maybe. I know if we do too much, it'll end up looking bad. So I think I'll do 1 tear, stack it on top, and then leave it like this. I think that'll have to be good enough. I think too much tampering and you run the risk of it just looking gross. I think that looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of a bath bomb mixture. So now we're gonna try to fit it into this little soap mold. We're gonna shove it down with the lid because that's what they told us to do. All right, put our little lid on top and put it to sleep in the refrigerator. While the big soap is sleeping, I have the little mini soaps out of the fridge now so that we can unmold them and put them in their little soapy scene. Let's try to get the cacti out first. I'm gonna gently, very gently sort of coax them out of here because they're powder. Oh, look how little. It's so tiny. Let's put it on its soap dish. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. A little saguaro cacti. Listen, is it so adorable? Yes, it is. Is it real soap? Barely. I really feel like at this point, that's not the point. I feel like the point is to make something that looks like soap. Let's be so honest. If you're really trying to make something as a child that's teeny tiny, you're definitely going for beauty over function. Nobody is going to be using soaps this little. The point is for them to be miniature, okay? And the fact that there's any sudsing capabilities is kind of just a bonus. We'll put them on their little bathtub. It's so great. Let's do our little geodes now. Again, very carefully. They are unmolding quite cleanly. I'm actually super impressed. Wow, look at that. It's hardly leaving anything left in there. That's really great. Oh, having trouble with this guy. Let go. There we go. Okay, look at that. Hold on, I need to stage them a little better. You're like, we can't have the two hearts on top of each other. We gotta move it. That's incredible. It's been about an hour for the bath bombs. I'm a little concerned, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, moment of truth. Was it too much water? Maybe not. Okay. I think it worked. Okay, I'm not gonna speak. It's popping out. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it looks like a real bath bomb. Look at that. It even has the rim around it. I'm shook. I'm shook right down to my core. Let's pop this one out, see if it worked. Feeling really good about this one. Let's just gently press it. Nice. It's incredible. It's the best thing ever, actually. There's literally no better way to spend an afternoon. I actually can't keep all the fun to myself on this one. I'm going to make these two, but I think I'm going to leave the rest of the batter for Lily to make because she will lose it over this. It is so cute. Look at it. The tiniest batch of soap has been removed from the fridge, so it's time to cut it. Perhaps I shouldn't look quite so enthused about cutting something, but I love to cut soap. Okay, let's remove it from the mold. I'm really worried that I'm going to break the loaf. I just feel like it isn't gonna unmold cleanly. Pull gently. Oh my gosh, I think it's working. It looks awesome. The marbling though, oh man. Okay, let's put it in our little soap cutter here. Oh look, we'll even have a sample piece. Is this sharp enough? I guess we're about to find out. Will I be able to get it out, though? That is the question. Get out! Come on. Show everyone how pretty you are. Okay, the big one can fall out. I just need to... Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, our little loaf of soap. Please. It's so cute. Okay, let's get the tray. We're gonna stack them up. I kind of feel like we should leave some of it uncut. I feel like it's kind of a sleigh. Straight down. I'm obsessed. Yeah, look at the swirl pattern. I'm gonna try to push the edges down a little bit because it does look kind of powdery after you first cut it. If you kind of warm it up with your hands a little bit, you can get rid of that texture. Wow. Okay, let's cut one more and then leave the rest. I think it'll look really good. Okay, incredible. Soap is stacked. Look at it. Okay, I'm gonna leave that in action right there. Maybe this needs to go on here. So you've got your soap and your little bath poof, and then this is kind of like an action shot. So I can just display it being cut. Oh man, I love it. Now that our soap mold is not being used anymore because we've completed all of our Make It Minis, let's make the tiniest batch of soap I've ever made in my life. No, really, like this is the smallest batch of soap I've ever made. We're talking mere grams of soap, and I want to make it 2 different colors, and I want to add fragrance just like they did in the Make It Mini soap, but we're going to use real cold process. Obviously, this is going to be way more batter than I need to fill this tiny mold, but we wanted to make sure that the ratios were exactly right, and this is the smallest we could go while still doing that. I'm also going to add in some mango peach tea fragrance oil from Little Bee Scents. So let's pour our lye water solution into our oils, just like so. Literally getting every single drop, because when you're working with soap this small, every drop matters. We're gonna whisk it with our mini whisker. Awesome, just past emulsion. Now we're gonna split the batter and we're gonna do 2 different colors. Gonna add in a tiny bit of neon pink and a tiny bit of blue. Mix those up. And now we're going to alternate pouring into our mold, which really looks like putting 2 to 3 drops and then adding in 2 to 3 more drops. Wait, why does this look so good though? I'm trying to figure out how I can swirl the top of this soap. All right. I think I can swirl that. Okay, I am going to use this teeny tiny little needle to swirl the top. Oh my gosh. Wow, I absolutely love it. Let's clean up the sides, shall we? Let's spritz the top with rubbing alcohol. And then we're gonna let it saponify for 18 to 24 hours. It's the next day, and the tiniest loaf of soap that's probably ever been created is saponified. And that swirl-on tub is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So now it's time to cut it. I think I'm going to attempt to cut it with the little soap cutter first, but I actually think it's going to be too hard to do that, and I'm going to have to go in with a real knife. All right, let's unmold it. Oh my gosh, it's like for a dollhouse. Those colors popping off. Wow, look at it. All right, let's put it in our little soap cutter here. Our little miter box. Have our cutter. Again, I really don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Wait, it is working. It is working. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow, look at that drop swirl. I need to see more. Like, I kind of want to leave some of the loaf just like we did for the soap that came with the kit, but I want like at least 3 bars, I think. Yes. Come on out, my pretty. I also just have to say that I love that these are fully functional bars of soap. They're just tiny. All right, I have my 3 bars of soap cut, so I'm going to leave the rest of it as a little soap loaf. Look at it. Why is it so cute? Again, the drop swirling looks so legit. In case it's really hard to understand how tiny this is, I'm going to take off one of my gloves, and y'all are not allowed to judge me for what my fingernails look like. Here is my thumbnail, and here is the bar of soap. This has truly been one of the most fun projects I have done this year. Caleb and I weighed the cold process soap batch, and the entire batch weighs 6 grams. 6 grams. So before we say goodbye, I thought it would be fun to test some of the items. Let's start with the soap we made. Got a little bit of water. Let's see. Oh, it's a little slimy, like soap. I can't hardly get a lather though. I think that has more to do with the size of it than anything else. It's just so small. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have like the teeny tiniest bubble on my hand, and that's about it. Let's see how the baby cold process soap does. Not it lathering immediately. Well, safe to say, even cold process soap in teeny tiny sizes will still lather. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. MGA, y'all definitely need to reach out to me when you inevitably do series 2 of the Make It Mini Spa. Yes, I do recommend these kits. I think they would be super fun for any adult that's just trying to relax, or any kid who is trying to see whether or not making bath and body products is something they want to do. Each Make It Mini was about $10 or so, but I also know that they go on sale and you can buy them in bundles. No, that's not the most cost-effective way to do it, but it's a miniature kit. And that's a pretty standard price for all Make It Mini little orbs. You guys have an absolutely royal day. Do something fun for yourself today, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye for now. Meow.